All right.
This one's fun.
There it goes.
Brother.
All right. Well, my daughter just spilled all of her money on the ground. First time doing this, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Let's add the stream. Are you there, Dave? Hold on. Emmy, sweetheart, I love you. Go away. You'll pick it up later, sweetheart. Yeah, as soon as I start the live, she drops her money all over the place. Dave, are you there? I don't know if this is working or not. I can't hear nobody. Let me see here. Can anyone hear me? Hi, Hudson. Can anyone hear me now? Can anyone hear me?
I know.
All right. Hi, Hudson. So Hudson, I'm on my first live. All right. Hi, Hudson. This is our first live doing this, so hope it all works out. This is our first live doing this, so hope it all. I cannot hear a single thing on my end. Dave, are you there? Party time. Yeah, that'd definitely be us. Let's see here. Let's try this again. I'm not sure if Dave's on here or not yet. I'm trying to figure that out as I go. It's like I said, bear with me, guys. It's my first one. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna see if I click this. Okay, so if I click it, it shows what's going on, like people's names. Hey, okay. I guess I'm learning how to do this stuff. Let's see here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see if this works now. Add the stream. Let's see here. What's up? Wife is trying to get me on the computer. Okay, I was gonna say I have no idea what's going on if you're on here or not. When you talk to the screen by yourself, it doesn't hear your volume, so I don't know if you guys heard me or not. So it's first try. We'll get used to this. How's everyone's Monday going? I'm sure it's like a typical Monday. Listen, you got anything to say to these people? You're the highlight of all the shorts. All my big views are with him. Somebody gave him the nickname Little Beard or Little Red Beard, whatever you want to call him. So that's what I started calling him now. Where are you going? Where are you going? You always want to be on these things.
I'm hungry.
Oh, here's a cookie. Cookie. You going? Hey, they're all saying hi to you, Hudson. Where are you going? Tall John. So like I said, just look there. Just typical Monday, trying to do these live for the first time. I got my buddy David coming on here. Just kind of BS with him a little bit. I've been friends with him on Facebook for 3 or 4 years now. I found out, and then he's on here, and we started watching each other's videos and talking to each other. I just look forward to meeting him. I'm just talking to a few questions to ask him. Rain gets us off all day. Well, we need the rain here in Kansas, Don. I wish we had the rain. They're all saying hi to you. You want to get back over here? Say hi to them? You come back over here and say hi to the guys. It's all good. I thought I had all day long, but actually I got a message that literally about 2 minutes before this thing started from the mayor telling me I had a city council meeting. I'm on city council here and stuff. Let's see what's Tall John. So Hudson, what's your favorite car?
My type of car?
Yeah, what's your favorite type of car?
Demon.
That's your favorite car? Okay. So what's your favorite thing to do?
Ride my razor.
Ride your razor? Yeah, that's the video I put on there just a little bit ago.
Here.
Yeah.
Mine freaked out.
You're what?
Lane freaked out.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, he saw. Oh, you guys watched the video today?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I showed him.
What Lane said. Our neighbor Lane is in the side by side with Hudson on that short, and he was at his neighbor's house today, so I didn't even know about this. No part, dude. What's up? Like I said, bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to get this thing slowly but surely going. Yeah, trust me, but my wife's been making fun of me. I've been kind of freaking out about this whole thing, trying to make sure I'm doing it right. Hopefully it all works. I am technologically stupid. That's why I'm dreading, because someday I might have to go electronic fuel injection, and I am dreading the day of that learning curve. So, Tall John, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you or heard from you in a minute, man. Sit by me. Get over. Get over here. Well, so I guess I'm talking so you guys aren't just so bored. Send another I don't know how to send another invite. Just go to the very top of the comments and click on this. It should invite you in, I believe. I'm not for sure. I believe I'm doing that right. So, invite, copy to clipboard. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? There he is. All right. Here we go. There you are.
Hey, Dad. We're trying to get on the. Can you hear me okay?
The what?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Am I echoing at all?
I think everyone else can hear you.
All right. Yeah.
There he is. Let's see if I turn my speaker all the way up here.
Try and do it on the computer and it wasn't working.
Oh, trust me, I understand.
I'm not real computer literate like my wife.
I am, dude. I have been nervous all day long about this, trying to make sure it all works. Because I've never done this before. I didn't know if it automatically went to YouTube or straight. Like, I did a little short. I made a little video today just to make sure it's going to work and stuff. What have you been up to today?
Not too much.
Not too much.
Just working. How about you guys?
I've been off work unpaid for 4 weeks now as of today.
Oh, wow.
I had surgery, emergency surgery, and where I had surgery at, it's kind of in a sensitive area. So for what I do for a living, welding, grinding, things like that, it doesn't let me, it doesn't let me do. They won't let me go back to work. I went back to doctors last week thinking they're going to release me, and they said another 3 weeks. So I haven't really done much. So there's that pretty car in the background.
Yeah, am I echoing?
A little bit.
A little bit.
So you're on your phone, I guess. And I don't know if you're delayed because my internet sucks or if it's just what it is. Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you, but I think I'm echoing.
I got you. Guys, he's not echoing to me. Is he echoing to you guys?
What's up, Tall John?
Yeah, watching these things on your phone. That's all I've ever done is on my phone. It's my first time doing it on my wife's laptop, and every time I've ever done this stuff, it's hard to read the comments when you're on your phone and watch.
Yeah.
So let's see here. He says sounds good on his end. So let's go for it.
All right. It does sounds weird on my end.
All right. So I guess I have a few questions because I figured I'd get off topic, so I made a little clipboard here.
Oh, cool.
I want to hear more about this nonprofit thing you do, like the people who donate, like the race and stuff, like what you donate to.
Yeah. So back in 2015, a guy I know, his daughter was a junior drag racer, and she passed away of cystic fibrosis. And my daughter has cystic fibrosis. And I just wanted to do a benefit race for her in the girl's name. Her name is Kayla James. And I got with the track down here, her home track, and they didn't want to do anything. So it kind of made me real bitter, and I just wanted to bring the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation on the premises, and they didn't really do anything. So I ran it by a friend of mine. It was just going to be a one race thing at Orlando, and I don't know if Dude Mopar's on here, but he's been in my race before.
He's here.
Yeah, Bill from Dude Mopar, he's been to my race before. But I just really wanted to do it 1 year. And we did the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. And then a lot of the racers were asking, am I going to do it again? And of course I was going to once they asked. And so I started doing I added another charity every year. This will be my 9th year doing it. We've done Cystic Fibrosis is always one. And we've done Make-A-Wish Foundation, St. Jude's Hospital, cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis. We've done Right to Breathe. Joe Morrison is a top fuel driver. He's the president of that one. We've done that. In like 8 years, we've raised and saved like just under 500,000.
Holy cow!
For charity. So it's a pretty big deal down here.
That's awesome. 500.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that in a bragging way. I mean, it's just something that I'm proud of, that what we've done and stuff like that. And we get I don't know if I have one right here, but the cystic fibrosis people they have a therapy machine that they wear. They're supposed to do it for an hour every night. Insurance companies do not pay for it. So I got 3 local hospitals that donate them to me, and I send them to people that don't have health insurance. And they're about 20,000 a pop. And we've sent I think I've sent like 31 or 32 of them. So and the race is really like around bracket and index racing. We've tried some heads up stuff, but not knocking heads up. I like heads up better, but the bracket and the index guys have huge hearts for me. They really do. They really, really do.
And more guys show up to the bracket stuff. I mean, it's fun, but
yeah,
I've always been a bracket guy, and the reason I'm not doing bracket is it just costs too much to run these things.
It does, man.
It does. Like just the bracket race, it's great and have a good time, but you make 8 passes in a day, and it's roughly, I figured it up, it's about $25-$30 a pass every time I make one.
Oh yeah,
that'd be like $60 a pass. It's just like, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Your car's looking good, man. I saw you were doing some note prep stuff.
I was trying to. I was getting it ready to, and then fuel prices, and then and we're looking. Honestly, the reason I haven't posted videos for the last month, dude, I've gained like I actually got on it this last week. Okay, in the last 5 days, I got like 70, or like in the last 2 days I got 50 subscribers, and the 2 days before that I got 24.
Yeah,
So
you're doing good, man.
I'm trying to get there.
It's hard. It is. It's hard, man. Especially when you want to try to do it on your own. You know what I mean?
It's real hard. I have 0 sponsors. It's just me and this guy. I mean, that's all we do.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, I started my channel really just to try to bring awareness to the race and just kind of showcase like other people. But it seems like people attach to the person or what you have. You know what I mean? I didn't really want to really put many of my cars on there, but it has helped to get subscribers. You know.
So I called that a 1320 place. I looked at the stickers. I
Yeah.
Got it, and then I was trying to find the right chin spout you were talking about for my car that you.
Yeah, I'll send you the link through Facebook. I'll send you that.
So my problem with my car is the Demon. Okay.
Right.
And I want the shark tooth grill on my car, but my front cliff's the Demon, so I don't know how the little bulges would stick out. If I need to try to, I don't know anything about fiberglass.
We just
grind them down to the flat, so I can try to get the.
We just cut. Hold on, let me find it. That?
Yep, that right there. See.
Yeah, we just cut around it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that was actually part of my front end, but we actually like cut around it.
So that's what I was wondering. I mean, if it's thicker, if you can do like if it just extends out, or if it's actually. I got to look at my front end, but if I could just grind it down, whatever you want to call it, with the sticker over.
I had to cut that off, but it's a really nice decal, and they do awesome stuff. It was like around, I think it was like $200, something like that. But
see, that's my next problem is I'm gonna paint my car someday. I'm gonna spend $200 for a sticker, then take it off and go get.
I would wait. Yeah, I would wait. I would wait till you get your car painted. Yeah.
So to me, I don't. Anyone that does it, you teach your own. But I think it looks so stupid when you don't have nothing on front of your car. Okay.
Maybe just you know what you can do? Get with someone. They can do like they actually sell just the headlights too, just a decal. Yeah. Maybe that would work for now to paint it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might work. And just put like a Venom sticker on front of it or something. Just I don't know why. I can't stand doing it's just one solid color. It ain't nothing on it. It just bugs me.
Yeah. So your car is looking good, man. It really is. The thing moves out pretty good, bro.
I'm trying. It's going to take. I haven't, like I said, I really want to test and tune it, but honestly, I got a couple videos I made already. I just got to post them. Just trying not to post all my stuff so quick so I don't run out of content. But I found some more metal in my oil. I'm hoping it's from the valve spring. So I got a video. I'm probably going to take my whole motor apart and check it over.
Yeah, just to be safe, you know.
Yeah, but I wanted to do this no name thing so bad, and also trying to buy a house. And then about a little over a month ago, I totaled out my motorcycle. I haven't put the video of that on there, but I should be dead. If it wasn't for wearing a helmet, I would be dead. And I've got a lot going on in my life. So,
especially with young ones, you know. I see the golf cart. I saw your son's golf cart.
Yeah, he's just driving around today, like and stuff. He's
got a side-by-side now, right?
He's had it forever, but you know what? The little stubborn kid. He's one of the spoiled generation people, and he won't. His battery's dead. It won't work no more. And I told him, I said, I won't buy you one. I will let you work for one and buy it for you. He's like, I'm a kid. I shouldn't have to do that. I said, well, your side-by-side ain't moving.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a hard ass, but
I am too, man. I'm big on, like, you know, we adopted my wife's niece. She's 15. We just got her. We've had her for about a year and a half, but it was official last February, or this past February. And I'm trying to like teach her like right from wrong as far as like when I got a car, my dad told me whatever you save, I'll match it. You know what I mean? So I want her to have some money invested in her new car instead of just beating the crap out of it. You know.
Well, see, you say that because so my dad was a great dad. Okay, he didn't drink. He did it. Okay, he did. But my dad was a firm believer. You get what you work for. You do it on your own. Okay, that's how it was. And I literally I bought my own car. My dad's gift to me was he allowed me to be on his car insurance. I'd pay for my own car insurance. He didn't pay for any of the car. He didn't do anything. He just let me be on his car insurance. And Yeah, I had a 92 Buick LeSabre with a 3.8
Did
liter,
you?
and that was the best car ever made.
I had a hand me down 1978 Ford station wagon. I
There
had it
you
for like I had it for like 2 weeks and I wrecked it.
go.
And that's when my dad said, "Whatever you save, I'll match it." You know, dude, I worked so hard and I saved like $1,200, and the AR was 3,500. We just paid the difference.
And
So
what years were? Okay, you gotta realize I'm a little younger than you. So like, how old? What years was that? Like, money's a
that
lot
was like
different.
1987.
1987. Okay, well, still,
Yeah.
it's.
How old are you now?
I am 32.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be 52. So yeah.
All right, so here's a question I got for you. I mean, I came with some questions because it wasn't awkward
Yeah.
science, but I just want to ask. If I was on the phone with you, there's some things I would ask. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up at? You grew up in Florida?
I was in Sarasota. I'm about an hour south of Tampa on the west coast of Florida. But I was born and raised, and then now I live in Parrish, which is just a town up. I live literally like 8 minutes from Bradenton Motorsports Park.
Oh, okay.
So if
So
you look at
you
that
said
on the map,
You talking about Bradenton? You said.
yeah,
So you're right there by the Cletus McFarland show or whatever is.
yeah,
Okay, I got you.
yeah, that area.
You ever seen him goofing around out there?
What's that?
You ever seen him out in public goofing around?
No,
I didn't know. I don't. I'm from
yeah,
poor people, but
yeah. They're like out in Mayaca City. They're pretty far out. That's where they practice it. But that's where it started with Sarasota Ring and Bartlett Bailey Circuit in Sarasota.
So, next question: you're a professional baseball player. Some people don't know this. Some do.
Yeah.
So, give me the background on that. Like how it went through high school. You just played.
Yeah. So in 1990, I got drafted. I got drafted in by the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
And I signed out of high school. I played within the Pittsburgh Pirate organization for 2.5 years, and then I got released in May of '92, and then I got picked up by the Atlanta Braves. I played in Idaho. I spent like the rest of that season there, and then it's called a Rule 5 draft. If you're not on the 40-man major league roster, another team can come in and draft you. So I got drafted to the Milwaukee Brewers, and then I played a full season there. I went to big league camp in '93.
Yeah.
I played a full season there, and then I got traded on the off season to the Texas Rangers. And I went to big league camp there, and then I played the full season, and I was ready to move on, man, to be honest with you. I played like 6 years, and it was just ready. It's a tough life, man.
Dude, on the road all the time. I mean,
yeah.
You see, I've had a different life than you. Okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, I had a lot of sport talent and this and that, but I chose. My dad had a scholarship at KU, play football, and my dad and people told me do not do it. Okay, and I went to community college. In the year that I didn't go to community college, they lost the national championship to Cam Newton. He went to JUCO college with Florida. He left Florida because people were decided to come back. He went, but anyway, I'd have played. My dad told me, if you don't think you're going to go pro, don't do it. It's just going to hurt your body. And so, so that's something my dad gave me some wisdom I didn't do. But
my dad was the same way. My dad was like, between my junior and my senior year, we were doing the body work on the CUDA, and he wanted me to quit baseball. And I'm like, no way.
When you're young, it's the most important thing in the world to you. I mean, you really do dedicate all your time, your workouts.
Yeah.
My senior year, I did cross country and football at the same time.
Did you?
I woke up in the morning, went to cross country practice, and I had football practice at night. And then on Thursdays, I got to miss the walkthrough football practices to do the cross country meet and stuff.
Right.
I did all I wasn't fat like this. Why I'm fat now. I can't stand to exercise anymore. I burnt myself out.
Yeah. Well, now what part of Kansas are you in? Like, are you in the north?
I'm southeast. Kansas City. Kansas City is about not Kansas City. Kansas City is about an hour and a half north of me and stuff. 69 highway. Like I'm only, well, where I was born and raised, I was only about, I'd say I could make it to Missouri State line in 15 minutes if I wanted to.
Oh,
So yeah.
how far are you from Jed?
From Jed, I'm about an hour and a half from Jed.
Are you?
He's he's north, west of me. So
That boy's pretty smart, man.
yeah, he is. Jed is a very smart guy.
Very knowledgeable.
I really, really like Jed. Like,
Yeah, Jed's cool.
it's kind of like this. Like my dad met Jed, and that's how I became friends with Jed. The reason I'm in this whole no name thing is my dad. He wanted to do it, and he threw interest, and I'm like, you know what? My dad, he's disabled, and he can't do a lot of things, and he doesn't get to go to much more races and do much stuff with me because he has other. When he's feeling well, he needs to be doing his own stuff. He does well enough work, and he brought this to my attention. He said, "I said if you're down to do it, I'll do it with
you." Right, that's good, man.
Yeah. So
I wish my dad was more like my dad's been out a few times, but he just loves to hang out in his garage and work on shit, man.
That's your dad is my grandpa. My dad's
dad.
My dad's dad worked in the garage all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm used for baseball. So what's the engine for? What's the goal? What's your goal for your new engine? Like you have some specs on it.
I'd like to run like low fives, like 5 520s.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
going to take some nitrous. What's that?
What the block, the cubic inch? What is it?
It's a stock block 400. I've lightened the car up a lot. It's probably lost like 175 pounds from when I last raced.
So what's the compression ratio? The heads?
Like it's 13 to 1.
Okay.
And then I got Indy 440-1 heads, but they weren't they weren't corded or anything before. They were just like version heads. So it should. I mean, my motor guy's pretty confident that it'll run. It's like 520s, maybe 15s in good weather. You know, you got to understand we're at like sometimes below sea level down here. You know what I mean? It's not like where you are.
You guys got better. You got a better advantage down there and stuff. I mean, I don't. It's not that high where I live either, but it's not like other people.
Yeah.
So, how much nitrous you plan on scrambling to this to run a 5?
Well, we'll start off with like 200. I can go up to like. I'll probably go to the limit like 300, 350 at tops, man. That's not the stock block, you know.
Dude,
I want to get. I so want a mega block so bad, man.
Dude, all right, so I used to be you, like, oh man, I never thought I'd ever have this stuff, you know, this and that. And I got mega block. I was like, yes, I made it and stuff. And now I have an aluminum block. I've traded. That's how I got all this stuff. Buy and trade. But I'm telling you right now, save your money, spend the extra $3 to $4 grand for aluminum. The reason I said the lightness of it, what it does to your car and transfers the weight to the rear end.
Oh yeah.
It's outstanding. And if you ever throw a rod and break something, it's repairable.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I want to see. That's what's happened is I didn't have a backup motor, and I've had, just like you were talking, we bought a house and helping my daughter through college and all that stuff. So this will be my backup motor eventually. To be honest with you. So I'm not like in such a layoff, you know.
Yeah.
But I went with like T&D rockers. I had Harlan Sharps. Not the Harlan Sharps were bad, but I just wanted the best of everything inside here.
I'm glad you did. And I got to tell everyone on here, honestly, your valve train's number one. Okay, in my opinion, your valve train is.
Yeah.
Number 2 is your block. Okay,
yeah.
Block.
Yeah.
They're the same. I mean, honestly, it's like you build your house on a rock. Really, your foundation is your. Did you girdle your 400 and everything, or what did you do?
Yeah, it's a 68 block.
Yeah,
or 69, one of the two. But yours looks awesome, dude. What is yours, like a 540?
Yeah, it's a 5.4. It's a 4 1/4 stroke crank with a 4.5 inch bore on it.
Nice, dude.
It's a good motor. I mean, it's let's put it this way: if I don't pro charge it, like I've been wanting to pro charge before pro charging was like the thing.
Dude, I love pro chargers.
He can't stand it.
I love him.
He didn't like anything that's not a ton ram or a blower. He thinks that pipe, all the tubing that goes to the intake is the ugliest thing in the world. He cannot stand it.
He'll start loving pro chargers when he gets a little older. The pro charger is the way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, it's like this is how I look at it. Is I don't know what classes you guys have here, but I don't want to overbuild for a certain class. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, like with my car, I can race like 3 or 4 different classes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See,
So,
we don't have all that here. Where I'm at, there is no like I'm looking for NA class. My car's NA, and it's I like to find like an NA class that's naturally aspirated, under 600 cubic inch rule.
yeah,
And this like if I had one of those, I'd build mine to 5.7, like a 588.
yeah,
And that's what I'd run and stuff. I mean, that's what I would like to do and stuff. But
yeah.
I mean,
Man,
none of that's around here and stuff.
Dude.
Small tires is coming around big, and that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Because
yeah.
if you have 1,200 horsepower on the street and you're on small tires, you can compete and stuff. Okay. And
What did you ever do anything with that small block that you bought? That W9?
I sold it for a down
Oh, did
payment.
you?
For my house. Yeah, and that's gonna be my down payment for my house I'm buying.
Yeah, nice. Good for you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw you're getting ready to buy a house.
Yeah, dude, it's a nightmare. Holy cow!
Oh, I bet.
It's probably a $350,000 house, but we're getting it for like a lot, like 220,000 because
Nice.
people live in Corpus Christi, Texas, that own it. Their dad died, and some cat got there and pissed everywhere. So I got to replace all the flooring. I gotta get. So my life's about to be hell, and then this whole loan process. We're supposed to be in there over a month ago. So now my kids aren't going to make it that school. It's a different district. It is. I am. Looking forward.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's the problem is a smaller garage. Hey, buddy.
What's up, Patrick?
All you guys on here that haven't got to say hi to, I have OCD. I got to focus on one thing.
I'm like, this is all. Hey, Daniel, this is all new to me too, man.
So I'm just let everyone know I'm not being rude or anything. I just don't know.
Yeah.
So let's hear questions. Haha. What's your favorite Mopar, bud?
Did you say favorite Mopar or favorite car?
Let's go favorite Mopar, then we'll go favorite car. We'll have that discussion.
I like e-bodies. I like e-bodies.
I like e-bodies. E-bodies are cool. I do. When I was a kid, I was an e-body freak. And as I got older, I've leaned more to the A-bodies, I believe.
Yeah, they're good too. I'll tell you what, man. I love this Belvedere that we got. I love it, man. It's like my funnest part of driving that car.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And those are the small B bodies too, though. Those aren't the big B bodies.
And I'm bigger than I used to be. It's like, it's easy to get in and out. And it's not fast. It's just a cruiser.
Yeah.
My favorite car is a 66, 67 Chevy 2.
Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with those at all.
That's my favorite car.
You can't go wrong with those.
Yeah.
If I was, let's see, that's the difference too. There's a difference between me and cars. Like if I'm done, but it's like a stock car, like nothing never done to it, like just like a stock old muscle car.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. It's got to be a 71 CUDA. It just has to be stock wise.
Yeah.
Race cars probably is either they're both A bodies, 67 to 69 CUDA or Dart. Those are.
See, if I was to do it all over again, I'd have like a 69 Dart drag car.
Those are my favorite. I'm borderline between the CUDAs. Like if it's slammed to the ground and everything, like a 6.0,
right? Yeah,
it's a Dart. If it's more nostalgic, it's the CUDAs and stuff.
I like Polaris too, man.
I do too. Yes, you're right.
Cool.
Stack injection, high boy out the top. Oh man,
those are cool cars.
Bright red with all that chrome. It is sick.
Yeah. But I mean, I would definitely say for a drag car, it'd be a 69 Dart hands down.
Love you. He's got to go. They're going to Walmart.
All right. See you, buddy.
Bye, babe. Love you. Anyway, anyone else on here comment what the cars are? I don't see.
I can't see the chat. If I push the chat, I can't see you. So
I know. You can't see yourself or me. That's why the phone. Yeah. I'm actually really enjoying this laptop a lot more now. I'm not holding my hand either. Let's see here. Where you're from? How many?
It's actually nice to chat with you besides the phone,
Exactly. Hold on. Give me 1 second. What's this, sweetheart? He's in here somewhere. Okay. Love you, man. No, my wife, she hates it. I can literally talk to anyone. She'll hate it, but like I'll be like, she's like, do you know that person? I'm like, nope, first time talking to him. There it is. Yeah.
How do you like the new truck?
Oh man,
You like it?
I tell you, it's
sweet,
dude. I mean, let's just put it this way: it's basically the same thing you got, just a lot newer. Like when you had your truck was top.
Yeah,
line.
mine's a '97 3500
I mean,
Chevy.
You're Florida, so you don't need anything 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't need 4-wheel drive.
So I just can't live with it. I mean, for what it costs extra for 4-wheel drive, I was like, you know what? It's just I will always have one.
That's sweet, dude. It's a nice truck. That blue one looks pretty nice too, but this one's more practical for racing and stuff. You know?
Exactly, because let me phrase something. Okay, my life is going to change here in this house. I mean, I'm going from a $300 a month payment to an $1,800 a month payment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So my freedom, like my plan was to get this truck by a stacker, you know, someday.
Yeah.
You know, with my extra money, yeah. But you know, I got to slow down a little bit. I keep on thinking like don't take this wrong. I don't know how old you are, but you know, you're I'm guessing you're what 42, 43, saying somewhere in there.
Me, I'm 50. I'm 50. I'll be 52, man.
See, that's what gives me hope because that's what I started realizing in my life. When you're my age, you think it's all going to end. Like I'm 32. When I'm 42, when I'm 41, both my kids graduate high school.
Yeah.
So I'm kid free, and then I can start thinking in that direction.
It's almost like this is how I looked at because I did basically the same thing. Sacrifice for them, and then your time can come. You know what I'm saying?
And see, I'm trying to do that. My dad, he didn't like. My dad was a very tight person. Like he worked all the time. Like when he wasn't out work, he'd go he'd do junking. He'd be doing that stuff all the time. And he supported our family, paid off the house early, and he became disabled. He worked his whole life, the beginning of his life, for us kids and his family support him. And now he's disabled. He can't enjoy anything. And I was like, and that's kind of the reason I'm the way I am too, because I can't do.
You learn from the good and the bad. You know what I mean?
You do. There's got to be a happy medium.
Yeah, it's like my dad will be 71 and he's still working. I'm like, dude, you need to slow down. He's like,
no, you don't. My grandpa died at almost 90. He cut firewood until 2 years before he died. We stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what kept him going, man.
Yeah.
Now, Mopar here, 70. I fell in love with the 70 Coronets.
Yeah,
I thought they were the ugliest car growing up, the ugliest thing of that stupid middle of the grill part. But then I grew up and I started liking I started liking them. Like the right hood scoop, the right color. Forest green would be a bad son of a gun.
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get my I'm tired of holding my phone. I'm trying to get my tripod. There we go.
Do it, but trust me, the tripod is the best thing I ever bought. Holy sh! I wasn't paying attention. I let my kids have some cookies, and they literally let me too. What the heck? I just opened it when I started this thing. Oh, he drank all my milk. What a
Daniel, how big is your town that you live in?
84 people. Yeah. 84. I got a drag strip from my house. The problem is we're moving from here to a different. Like I said, my whole lifestyle is going to change between the people I'm around, my race car. Like I get in my car, I make pass it down the street. My neighbors, they call us, hey, how'd they do? They do better. Like they don't care and stuff.
Yeah.
But
that's another thing too that I was trying to help out with like the safety videos and stuff for the No Name Nationals. I'm unfortunately I won't be able to do them, obviously for that.
You're not going?
No, I can't. My motor's not going to be done. I don't want to bring over here. You know what I mean? I'll come next year, if they allow me.
They allow you. I'm guessing next year we're going to have like 1,000 subscribers or like this followers on Instagram or so. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
but
I'm doing.
You have to like surround yourself in racing just like you do in everyday life with good people around you. You know what I mean? And I try to keep the people that help me. I try to keep my circle small. You know what I mean?
I don't have a small circle. I'm that person that will do anything for anyone, meet anyone, and like, until you screw me over, I'll trust you like I know you my whole life. That's and I haven't been burnt too many times, but I have been.
Yeah, I've been burnt too. I've been burnt, you know. That sucks.
That's. I've been burned a few times, but you know what? I figure what goes around comes around.
I wipe my hands and I move on. That's all I do. You know.
A couple interior frame off.
Yeah.
I would love to have that.
I thought you were older than you are, Daniel.
I did. That's what when I'm your age, I'm gonna look like I'm 70. So I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I love what you did with your hair, dude.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm big into like charity, anything for any illness. I really honestly, I saw that video and I'm like, dude, that's awesome, dude.
Dude, that really just came about because, like I said, I don't know. Like the only reason I didn't get dreadlocks for the sole purpose is like you can't donate if you get dreadlocks. Okay?
Right.
I came from a Brimstone fire family. Long hair not allowed. This and that. I mean, and I'm just kind of doing some things. But
how long was it? How long was it?
I'd have to measure, but because I have very curly hair for some reason, and when it straightened out, it was over 12 inches.
Oh wow.
It was long.
Damn, dude, that's awesome. I like Patrick's dart, man, or the duster that he's got. I love when people take like a 318 and he's pushing that thing.
Well, see, he was doing it the right way. He's building, he had an X block, he was doing all this stuff. He ended up getting screwed over, poor guy.
Did he?
Oh yeah, because if he would have built the engine he was going to build, oh man, that was even. See, that's where I started. Like I almost decided to buy an LS Mustang one day.
Did you?
Just because I wanted to learn how to tune.
Right. Yeah.
And just because because my engine, if I approach if I break it, I'm screwed.
I mean, Mopars are expensive, dude.
They are just stupid expensive. And where I'm from, there is no tuners really here. I mean, there ain't none of that crap. Like, so somebody's got to be there teaching me. I can't just watch on YouTube.
Right.
On that stuff, I need somebody to say, "Oh, you don't push this button." Because you can screw up a lot of crap with that. Or, I mean, not even really screwed up. Let's make it a turd and not have any fun.
Yeah. But you know whose car runs really good, man?
Who's?
It's Bill, dude, Mopar, man.
Yeah.
That dart runs. He runs like 570, 580, something like that.
Hey, y'all are a lot more people can jump on here if they want to and stuff.
Yeah, more people can jump on.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not even looking at the. I can't see the
comments.
Get Mopar. Get Bill on here.
There it is, guys. Jump on here. Dude, 560s. Yep.
Yeah.
I see. I ever since I went to this Turbo 400, I got rid of my converter and the glide, and the converter I had was too loose. But what I got now is way too tight. Then I got something else way too loose. My best 60 foots I got was like a 114 60 foot out of mine with
that's pretty good, dude.
I'm hoping with the Turbo 400, it's like it's got a different lower gear. And first, I'm hoping I get something better. And stuff.
What gear do you run in the back?
430.
430. Is that a Dana?
No, it's a 4.9 inch.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
With the small tires, it really helped me out a lot.
Oh, I bet.
I can't run quarter mile anymore, but I can run. And the small tires, it really, really helped. Now I gotta get these 500 subscribers. They say, where was I at?
You'll get it, man. Hey, you'll get it.
I'll get there. I just gotta get it. I gotta get in. Hey, look at that! I'm 449.
You know what really helped me? Like, I mean, I don't have this. I got 5. I think I'm at 553. Two-Hack told me to like record stuff. Like, I've been out to the track and I record stuff and just post like every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm learning. Like these little shorts are helping me a lot.
Yeah.
Are you there, bud?
I don't know. How do you do the camera?
I don't know either. There you go. Click camera, I think.
We got some newbies in here.
Yeah, we're all newbies here.
Yeah, how do you flip it around?
It should be like you click like it should like say, do you want to enter the group or something or?
Well, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you just did it on your phone. Show.
Just get the wife to do it for you, like I do.
Tall John. Hey! The
That's Tall John.
Legend. Tall John.
It's
Yeah.
not. I don't know. I don't know what
Gosh,
to do.
what's up,
Must
John?
have-
Gosh darn it,
What's up?
John.
What's up? Hey, Dave.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
You know
How's
that
that
means
Florida
John's on
weather?
here. All right, John. Haven't seen you for a while, so
Yeah.
you got one.
Hey, what date is your race, Dave?
Which one? The one in Ohio or the one down here?
The one down there.
November 6th.
Okay. All right.
They're
we gotta
doing. Is that Bill or John asking?
I haven't said a word. I'm still trying to figure out how to get my ugly face in there.
Your face is on here now. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. It's
Oh, there it is.
There, Alex, we got two of them. Okay, I'm gonna remove this one. Let's see here. I removed you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, John, it's on. It's November 6th. It's a Sunday. They have a bracket race on the 5th, and my race is on the 6th. And then the one. What state are you in, John?
Tennessee.
Okay, and then I have a no prep race up in at Katy Dragway in Southwest Ohio on November 12th, the following Saturday.
Okay. Well, I got a better chance of getting the wife to go down to Florida because she loves that beach. So
Okay.
I can drop her off with the trailer over there and then come out and watch racing for a day.
What part of Florida?
Well, obviously, it's going to have to be down close to you if I'm going to go to the race.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, old Bill will come.
Where, to Bradenton?
Oh, golly. So you got me by 10. I got to beat him by. Sorry. All right, guys. You guys got to help me beat him.
You're
Can you
gonna
hear me?
You're going to
Can you
get
hear
it.
me?
No problem. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Someone. I can't hear someone.
Hi.
Test.
Hear me?
Testing.
You're froze up, buddy. I think
There's
you lost it.
Hey, Jay.
What's up?
So what you been up to, Tall John?
A lot of work, a little bit of racing. We went racing this weekend and ended up third. This is the part that cracks me up is we broke out, dialed in at an 8.5 and ran an 8.4997. So
What? Say it again. You cut out with me.
Dialed in at an 8.50,
850.
8.5,
Yeah, I got you.
and ran an 8.4997. Broke out.
Hit your
On a-
brakes.
Mhm.
There's no way that guy was that close to you. What was the finish margin?
On a 004 reaction.
And what was that? What was the guy beside you doing?
Well, I don't know. He ran close to his numbers. I don't really remember because once that happened, I went, dang it. And we looked at the
Dang.
ticket, made sure we were doing things right. And then after that, grabbed beer and said, let's have fun and watch racing.
004 and break out by a couple of thousand. You have had him pretty good. Half a car better.
You gotta hit your brakes. Too much stripe. What's up? What's wrong with you? Oh, don't tell me you're losing DC.
Well, I wasn't driving the car. It's a car I'm tuning and working with. And the driver did pedal the car, but that's too close. But anytime you get that close to the index, I'm not mad. We lost Dave. I saw he was glitched.
Okay, you lost.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He'll probably. I'm guessing he lost service or something. I'm actually impressed. I had to kick my whole family off the internet because I'm normally the one without the internet. So they all left. They said, "Well, we can't be on the internet. We're gonna go to Walmart." So what's up, Milford? Bill? What you been working on?
I've been trying to get my Cornet going. The race car is perfect.
Good.
It's out there printing tickets. I don't know. We went out the other weekend. I ain't raced in almost 3.5 years, and I made it to 4 cars, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I've been conferring with a friend of mine who's won the $1 million race twice and run it up once, and this is where I keep mentioning the red lights because I got a faster package than what I used to have. I'm running 560s in the heat compared to 610. So I've been waiting for the red light on my old delay, and it hadn't happened until I got the buy run. And then in the semis, it went 20 red after adding 5 out of the box. So found it.
So there he is. He's back.
That's what we've been doing. That and soaking up the heat.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where are you from now? I don't actually know where state you're actually from.
I'm in state of confusion. I'm in Central Florida. I'm in
Oh, wow.
Eustis.
All you Florida
Yeah.
people, you lucky people. Like I've been trying to get my wife to move to Florida or Texas for years, and she just won't do it. So
Yeah, we get to race except for almost every weekend except for like 2 weeks out of the year.
it doesn't matter to me if it's about the racing is great, this and that, but it's more of just the politics. I don't like what I got to deal with. And you guys seem like you got shit straight down there. So
I'm not going to get political, but I'm pretty sure we got the best governor in the union right now.
You do 100%.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, and I see it. The only thing I don't like about it is mosquitoes freaking love me. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but there's something about my blood or my shit.
I won't get a tick, but I'll get ate up on my ankles and behind my knees.
Dude, my dad, he lives in a little low area place, and he has ticks really, really bad. I'm not going to take mosquitoes, and I got so mad. I had a temper tantrum. I lost it. I ran off, and he just made fun of me. Then he called me about 10 minutes later and said, "Come back here. They're eating me now." Something about it. If I'm around, I'm a natural bug. Like they'll leave you alone. They'll just come to me. So, but mosquitoes there in Minnesota will pick you up and take off with you.
We'll walk outside and early in the morning sometimes, like I walked around the corner to get something out of the garage, and there's a huge banana spider web right there. You can just see it glistening. I mean, like when I say huge, 10 foot across. You want to see me turn into Instant Ninja? Yeah. Let me walk through that.
I think Big Block nailed it. It's a ginger thing.
Oh, okay. Where's that at? Yeah, probably true. I'm only 2/3 ginger. Okay, I got freckles and I got red beard, but I used to have blonde hair. Now it's brown.
Look at that handsome devil right there. Whoa.
I'm getting gray. What little bit I got left.
You know what? You've been drinking. I can tell. You be sounding an ugly motherfucker. Sorry. I'm trying not to cuss as much. Sorry. My grandma and my dad have been getting on to me about it, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, they were kind of talking about that yesterday, I think.
Cussing's kind of hard not to do when it's in your vocabulary.
They say the more you cuss, the more trustworthy you are.
I ain't gonna say that. I'll hear more from my family after this one.
Yeah.
I honestly don't understand the cussing thing. Why is one word a cuss word, especially when you find out where they come from? You know, where a cuss word comes from, and you're going, well, why is that now a cuss word? Just because it had
I had that conversation with my grandma today. I said, who made that word a cuss word? Who got to say that's a cuss word? So I'm not, like I said, I was raised in brimstone and fire, and I didn't complain about it. My dad was just what he was. And I just went ahead and, I just go with it, but his house, his rules, I listened. So I just let it. I was raised in a different family.
So. I get it though. I mean, if somebody thinks it's a cuss word and they don't like to hear it, and I'm good with the fact that they, don't want to hear it. I can respect that.
So are you not making it now to the no name Tall John,
no,
or what's
I'm not going to be able to get there.
I want to do the bus race. What the hell?
Well, I wasn't going to be able to bring the bus anyway because we got a tour for it.
Good, cool.
And so, and this year was rough between the all the different, diseases we've had and everything else. We got completely shut down for a year and a half, and I think I spent everything I ever saved to just get through all that. Hey, Colleen.
What kind of bus you drive?
It's a tour bus, a Prevost tour bus.
Oh, for entertainers?
Yeah,
I drove a Jerry bus in '97 and '98.
Yeah.
Jerry Calhoun, entertainment coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got quite a reputation.
Not anymore.
He got a laptop.
Back again. Hey, I noticed Colleen was commenting on Derek's live where he had, what Derek gets 100, 10,000 viewers. And Colin kept putting on there, are you going to the No Name Nationals? And he brought it up. He called her name up and mentioned it. So
Is he going?
no, he's not going to go. He's going to duct tape.
What's up? Thank you, Dr. Art. Appreciate you. I'm gonna be a little late to my board meeting, but they'll be all right. So, like I said, I did not know. Like literally, 2 minutes before this thing came, it went live. I get a message from the mayor. I already told Dave.
The other 86 people of mine.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Well, I missed the last meeting. I was in surgery.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Says, I don't know.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we see you. Are you on your laptop now or what?
Yeah, you guys sound real echoey. I didn't know if it was my phone or not.
Is it me?
I think it's on my end.
Okay, so it don't sound bad.
So I'll just sit here and listen, and if someone else wants to come on, I'll get off. I think it might be my phone.
Well,
I'm on my phone. My phone is attached to my hearing aids. These things are awesome. No echoes, no nothing.
Uh-oh, we may have lost him again.
I thought Florida had stuff together down there.
Stop, cat.
That's that Braden area.
So what's Lee up to? NSB. What are you up to these days, brother?
Yeah. Why don't you jump on here?
Leighton.
Let's see here. I'll try that. Like I said, this is my first live, guys, so bear with me trying to figure all this stuff out. So.
My first time on.
Oh, really? Well, I'm glad you're on here.
Thank you.
Mr. Will's Dying Breed. What's up, brother? So Daniel, what's up with the car now? I know you a little bit back here and there.
So before I did my valve springs, I saw that I had metal in my oil filter, and it was metal. It wasn't, and it was stuck to the magnet real well. I'm like, And see, that's the problem with these dry sump systems. If y'all ever ran one, I had a completely before when I first got the motor from Axeman, I got 6 pounds of oil pressure, and I just took the oil pan off just because I wanted to check it and stuff. And I had a thrust bearing that was completely gone. I mean, it was completely whacked out, and it still has 60-pound oil pressure. When you have these dry sump things, you don't know if you actually have a bearing problem or not. That's kind of the second part until you check the filter. When I hit when we dynoed it on the dyno, it made 148 pounds of oil pressure on the dyno.
Wow. Blow a filter up.
Well, it's a stainless steel filter that I run. And it's fine. Actually, I was talking to the engine builder. He knows the guys at the turbos. If they don't make at least 180 psi, they'll change their pumps out.
Yeah.
So they have to keep with the bearing.
I seen that at the machine shop when they were doing a blower motor.
That's crazy. So I just been trying to do one thing at a time. Just make things work out. So. But it's so let's put it this way. I don't think I have any problems. I think it's the valve spring material that I found. I changed the oil, then I ran it again a little bit, and I seen it's still there. So, but my dumbass didn't think about cleaning out the oil can on the dry sump, so it could have been residual stuff just left in there. But I'm pretty much kind of going no more racing until I get this done. I'm trying to get it only done for the No Name Nationals. Basically, I'm going to be going No Name Nationals untested with the engine the way it is. So. I'm hoping. My goal this year was make a four something pass NA, and I ain't gonna get there now. But my fastest pass was a 524 is my fastest pass on the small tires. Yeah.
What's your 60 foot?
My best 60 foot was a 114.
Oh wow.
That was with the Power Glide. Now with the Turbo 400, I have no idea what it's going to be.
I'm still running a torque light.
No, oh, you are? There's nothing wrong with that. I was going. I had mine. Mine are very well built. It had all the billets. I still have it. If somebody ever wants a spare. I have a really nice. It's not a trans brake, but it's really nice. And that was a foot brake 114 60 foot too.
Wow.
Yeah. But my 727, I was rebuilding it with my other 540 I had. I was rebuilding it about 10 to 20 passes. I was putting the clutches up. it was tearing stuff up.
I got a 120 with a 7 in the heat a couple weeks ago.
That's not bad at all. That's why I'm looking forward to this new strut front end and stuff. It will hopefully work out. Where'd he go?
Well, that you went with a 400 for the gear ratio, didn't you?
Yeah, I just did. Well, 2 reasons. I went for the gear ratio for one. It already had the first, second trans brakes. I go leave in second gear if I want to. And when I go to later on, I go to Pro Charger or whatever I go to, it'll be a better transmission. I really bought it for the future and stuff, for like future things.
He went inside. That's where he went.
Yeah, there he is. What's going on, bud?
Going on? I just switched to my phone. My laptop's lagging too bad.
It could be my internet. I don't know if it's my internet runs all this or not or how, but so
I figure when we get the good weather going, I'll probably hit a 119 60 foot.
That's awesome. See, and that's the 727 is actually a better transmission than Power Glide by far if you can make it durable enough to last and stuff. And that's my people don't get it, but like for me, it just I blew a converter up in mine, and so that's what ruined one of my transmissions. I had to redo all of it.
Well, that's the funny thing that happened to us is when we built this, we went from a 30 over 440. My dad's like, "Well, I got that mega block. Let's put a 572 in it." And I'm like, "Well, that's kind of a Pandora's box you're opening up because we got to beef everything up behind it." So we get out there, and he takes the converter. I live 40 minutes from FTI. So he takes the converter back down there and says, "Here, freshen it up." It's an 8-inch converter. Flashes about 5,200, 5,300 on the old motor. We get it back, put it in the car. We can't get the car to shift or do anything. The shift, it just won't do it. Can't figure it out. One time I go out, I launch the car. It pulls the wheels 4 foot in the air, and the announcer in the tower, Tim, told me, he goes, like, "You tripped the 60-foot lights for your rear tires." I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody was there to film it or take pictures. But then I got talking to a few people in FTI, and they said I was pushing through the converter. That's what it wasn't. So we got a 9-inch in there now, and FTI nailed it on the first shot.
So I gotta go tell them. I'm telling my board members I'm gonna be late. Hope they're not watching. No, that's because a couple of my passes I actually went faster. I guaranteed in 6 foot, but I was on my back tires, so it's like a 124 60 foot and stuff. Like my fastest pass was with that 124 60 foot and stuff, and that had to be back tires on my fastest pass I made because there ain't no way we're still. And not, like I said, mine's all motor and stuff, and I don't know. I'm if I decide not to go Pro Charger or anything because I can't afford it, I already have a brand new dual nitrous setup, 2 15-pound bottles. I have all the stuff. I just don't want to pay because mine's 16-1. We don't know what compression mine is. Okay,
Wow.
I traded for it. I have no idea, but I've actually had it start with the ignition off because with mechanical injection, you turn it off with the pump, you shut it off and it runs it out. Well, it naturally drips some in there. So about 30 seconds later, I always go back to the car and I crank it over and then I click my start button to rev it up. I've had it start when I was cranking it over before I put the ignition on and stuff.
Wow.
So I don't know what compression it is for sure, but it's a lot. And the problem is, if I want to run nitrous, I will not run nitrous with alcohol. And if I do go that direction, I'll have to run like C23 or something like that. It's probably $12 a gallon, or not. I mean, like $22, $25 a gallon or something like that.
We just run 112.
Well, see, that's what I want to get back. Honestly, I want to get back to like what I really want to do is build like a 605 that's probably 12-1 compression that I put a big enough overlap cam I can run pump fuel if I wanted to and stuff on it. And then if I do
13-1 572, we didn't have the money to go with the dash the 572-13 hats. We've got the dash ones on there. They're all ported and everything else. And it did go 896 hitting a chip. The video's on my thing. You can hear it hitting the chip at the end. 896 at 138.
So what block and stuff are you running?
Mega block. My
Mega
dad
block.
picked it. Brand spanking new. He got it off some guy for like $2,000.
See, I had a mega block. I had a 540 I had the Victor heads that Hughes did the port work. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyone on here that wants to, they're starting scratch, and this and that. I compared the Victors compared to my buddy Dale Gibhart runs that Gremlin on Drag Week every year. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's a white Gremlin. He runs Drag Week every year. Anyways, we're at his place and we weighed them. My Victor heads weighed 7 pounds more a piece completely poured out compared to the 440-1s. So it's 14 pounds heavier. So boost application, that's a better thing. But they flow 406 at 800 lift. I mean, those are the best stock location valve heads I would recommend to anyone. But when you get to 572 cubic inches, I really believe the 440-1 and the Victor heads are not enough. I think that's
No, they're not.
You're right
The
there.
engine, our engine builder called me. He's around the corner. He's like, you're not going to get much more out of that. And I went, yeah, I know. Because we got a small cam too. I bet you my cam's a lot smaller than yours.
Oh yeah, mine's 919 with rocker arms on it.
Yeah, mine is 682 with the regular 1.5.
Yeah, and that's the problem is the valve springs just go out like crazy. I mean, they really do.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
That's why I want to go. I'm more of it. I rather slow down a little bit and have more fun doing it than go like fast is fun. But I'm at that point. Like I rather build mine to like a 605 that's 12-1 that I can run pump fuel on. Like literally go drive the gas station, put it on it. If I want to run nitrous on it, I can put 116 in or whatever if I wanted to, and run nitrous. It's like I want to get back to a pump fuel motor, but I don't want to lose that much speed. So
I fought my dad and my brother on this motor. I fought them hard. I said, I'm used to 6 flat. You know what I mean? Bracket racing and stuff. I'm used to it. I don't want you to go any faster.
It's hard.
That day out, I found those rounds to actually be easier to judge. It was like, I got this guy. Blah, blah, blah,
Dude, I'm opposite because when I ran I was running like 550s with the big tires on it just because the gear ratio was slowing me down. Because I can fit. My big tires are a 34.5, 16.5W 16. That's what I can fit on that. So 34, and now with the small tires, and my converter was too loose, and it helped out everything. Helped not blow the converter, rotating weight, all of it. And when you're going that fast at the stripe bracket racing, you just look. I mean, you're catching these people. So like I was racing a guy that had like I think his was like a 754 dial. I had a 520 something dial on it.
Yeah.
It's not so much. I don't have a problem watching them take off. Actually, I raced a 3/4 ton 1988 Dodge truck, stock truck. He had a 9-second dial, and I had to race him and stuff. Thank God he red lit because I was sitting there. I'm like, I don't know how this is going because I'm foot braking it. So like, I put on the foot brake. I'm sitting there, trying to hold it in place with my brakes, stalling it up.
Are you swapping feet, or you just trans braking it?
No, I'm just foot braking. I'm putting the right foot on the brake, left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle. I'm just
swapping feet.
Yeah, swapping feet, and that's all I'm doing. And I've never ran Super Bowl a day in my life. I've done a few trans brake hits just to see what it did. And honestly, the trans brake when I was hitting, whatever it was doing, it was cutting a wire as the wire was going short because twice it went and threw me back, and then it died and stuff like it just like it died. And I figured out the problem. I had a wire that wasn't tight, and it just all those G's when it actually pulling those on, it was taking it. So
yeah, I don't know. You ought to watch how tight the racing is on those big money races.
Dude, I do. My buddy, he's really, really good. I have a buddy he goes down to Bristol. He's always, because on those big races, nobody, by the time they start getting the money, they all start splitting the money. He's never won the money, the big money. He's always been a part of the money. The guy's always kind of, he travels all over the place, and he wins all the time around there.
Yeah, I went to the No Dragster Nationals, and we took a wounded car, and we didn't realize it was wounded. And out of the 3 races, I lost to Jeff Serra on the one race at like second round. And then the other 2 races, I managed to make it into the money rounds. And then I lost the round before the big split. The car was jumping around in ET. So, and we found out we had a broken lifter.
Couple of quickie things here.
What's up, Tim?
Bigfoot brought up the Trick Flow 270 heads. Those are good heads, but they don't flow 400. And Patrick brought up the Stage 5 Millenniums. I don't think those are stock valve location. I believe they've moved those valves around.
I think you're right too.
I may be wrong on that, but that's the whole thing is what Daniel's using our stock location kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Not the heads I'm running now, but the Victors and the 440-1s are the best ones you can get. And when I say that, you can go buy a set of Pro Comps, and they're the same casting. I think they're cast the same place the Eldrocks are. Just they're just. Let's be realistic. Once you do what we're doing, the 440-1s or the Victors, all you buy is the bare head, and because you're going to replace the valve springs, you're going to replace the valves. You're going to be like the valves in mine were bigger than the I think they're 225 valves. Okay, intake valves. Like they're pretty big. That's why it helped a little bit more than the. But anyone that's looking to build an engine, start over, you can buy a set of Pro Comp heads, bare, send them to Hughes, and they will do all the work. And their rocker arms I had, zero trouble. And I had over 800 lift on them and stuff. Hughes is an underrated place for a lot of people. Like, and their customer service. I haven't dealt with Indy lately, but they are. Hughes was better customer service for me, and teach your own though. I mean, everyone wants to do what they want. I'm just telling from my personal experience, what I've seen and used and stuff. So,
okay, I got a question for you guys at the track. How many of you guys are running on a 5.0 index?
5.0.
Yeah, that when you get your time slip, it's 0.5, whatever.
Everything I've been to has been double O's.
Yeah.
Okay. Because one of the tracks, Hardensburg, that we go to has gone to the 5.0 index. And first, I was talking to one of the other guys we were racing with, and his car's 725s or something like that. And he said he liked it. And I'm thinking, one of the things that happens is when the first car takes off, if he red lights, the light stays green for him. And until the other car takes off, it won't change to red until then.
Is this a delay box class?
No, what it's for is this is I'm not sure. That's kind of why I'm asking here.
The delay box class has what they call a true start.
No, this isn't a delay box class. What it does is it like I said, when you leave, it's a green light even if you're red lit. It's green. When the other car leaves, then your red light shows up and it shows the win in the other side. And he was talking about the guy that was for it was telling me, he says, well, why are you going to give the faster car the advantage all the time? So when I got home and I was sitting there thinking about it, it does give the faster car an advantage when you got a double O light, because the guy that red lights the worst is the loser, right? Let's say you red light on a 1. Well, if the other guy red lights on a 006, shouldn't he win that race? But if he's got an 850 dial and you've got a 750 dial, you got 1 second to watch him red light, and you go, okay, I'll take off at 5.0 because it don't matter anymore. I've won the race already. Your lane lights up. You get the win light instantly, and he gets his red light. And because your car is a second quicker, you've instantly got to win. But if you don't know that he's red lit, you gotta play the light still. And when you play the light, if you red light worse than the other guy,
that sounds like a individual track doing that, because last year or the year before they put in what they call in a delay box class a true start system, because I leave on his tree if I got to catch him. It's whoever red light worst or first. So if I red lit, it will show green until he leaves, and then my red will come on.
But that's the whole point, though, is on this particular system. This is the way I understand it. I may be wrong what I'm talking about.
Thanks,
but in
buddy.
this particular system, the slow car loses every time on a red light. Whoever red lights first, if you're dialed in at a 7, the other guy's dialed in at a 6. If you red light, the 7 car red lights, you know he's a win instantly. So the 6 car just waits until his light and goes. He doesn't even have to, he doesn't have to try to catch a 00 light. I won, so I'm done. And
I think that's the way it's always been. I think
it has been, but that's what this 05 index or this 5.0 index is supposed to take care of. Is
you mean a 500 tree?
The guy that red lights first isn't the loser. It's the guy that red lights worse is the loser. And that
Yeah.
makes it so the slower car is not always the at fault car for the loss.
No, I understand what you're saying. But
But
they got rid of the 500 tree now or the 500 light. They're still using 500 lights, but they got rid of the 5 in that. And then now they're going back to it.
Well, that's what we're getting now at Hardinsburg, Kentucky. They're doing a 500 light. So when you see your time, if it's a 5.0, that's really a 00 light.
Right.
If you're a 5.1, well then it could be an 0.1, but you'd see a 6.1 if it was a 1 something,
I
right?
try to stay at 005 or better.
Yeah. So
when I'm in practice.
See,
anyway, I wasn't
I've
sure
never
if
done
you
it.
dealt with that, or if that's maybe I'm wrong on the whole thing.
I've never done any of those things. I've done foot braking. That's it. I mean, sportsman, and I don't. I've done super pro foot braking, but I don't know the crosstalk termination. I don't know the
Crosstalk is when the two is when if I'm running 5 flat, you're running 6 flat, and your tree comes down first, the 2 top bulbs come on simultaneously, so I can let go of my box.
Okay.
Crossing over.
Gotcha.
Well, I was wondering that, Mick. I knew they were talking about if you don't want crosstalk, but no crosstalk or something.
And True Start is very similar to what Tall John is talking about, and I get what he's saying. Maybe they're doing that on in pro and sportsman now. I don't know at that track. Whoever red lights first or worst in this case.
Yeah.
Worst would be the first red light. I understand.
I've always said that too. Worst is first, but I know what he's talking about because I've heard this too. This whole there's also another race I've heard they do the total package. Like if you red light, it's still like so. It's how bad you red light, then your finish margin, and the other guy if he doesn't finish close to it, like they have a math system that if the other guy red lights, but he gets close to it, he runs it all the way out, and the other guy's got to get closest to running his time is reaction time to your dial in time, what you actually run. There's actually a race that way too. I've seen, and I thought that was actually kind of cool. And it goes, it's not just it's the whole package. It's more than just It's to me it'd be a pain in the ass to figure out who won and this and that, but I think it's kind of a neat idea.
Well, I think the computer does it all.
So Dave, I must okay. So you just put it up there. So I'm thinking correctly here that in this case here with this 5.0 light, you're doing it. It's not who red light first. It's who red light worse. Because that's the thing is we had a couple people in the grandstands. I'm watching the car take off, and I got people in the grandstands going, look, it went green, and then it went red later. Their light and their timing is screwed up. And that's what got me thinking about it. So I went and asked the owner of the track, and he said, no, here's the deal with this. But he didn't explain it even the way I'm explaining it. He just said that the red light's not going to go on until the other car leaves.
See, I never seen that. I've seen. Okay, I don't watch Super Pro enough, but I watch it. The first person that red lights, it comes on. It doesn't wait till the other guy red light. And in my track where I race, my Super Pro, like we run, like my red light, it automatically pops red. The other guy's light turns green.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. That's why I think they're doing this. Is if you don't know that the other guy red lit, let's say your car's running 5s and the other guy's running 7s, you got 2 seconds to sit there and watch and go, why do I need the freaking red light here? I'm just going to take off when the light goes green. Who cares about your reaction, right? You could sit
That's
there
the old school way of doing it.
and tuned and hold your foot on the brake and then bam, see what kind of a pass you make.
See, that's how it should be. I think if you red light, like that's the advantage of being the faster car. That's the only advantage of being the faster car is and that's how it should be in bracket racing. I mean, because the only advantage, in my opinion, being the fast car is the other guy has a chance to red light. Other than that, it's a disadvantage for me because I'm sitting there longer on my brake. I'm sitting there longer on this thing. I get to see the guy go down. Like it's more distractions. In my opinion, it should be the first one to red. Like whoever red lights first loses. I mean, obviously, so the slower car should be the one that always red lights first. But the guy behind you red lights, I mean, obviously you lose because it's that way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there because I like the fact that it forces people to build their equipment. There's no reason to build in a bracket race. A moped can win against a car running 4s if you guys both get a 002, and then if the car is running exactly the there should theoretically be a tie at the line.
Theoretically, I've
But-
beaten a lot of dragsters with my 6 flat car.
Yeah.
But the thing is with the
It's harder though.
you know, that's the thing is why build a car if it's going to be consistent, no wheel spin, no issues on the line. It just hooks and books every time because
That's-
you're at a 400 horsepower level and the other guy's at a 700 horsepower level. Well, he's at a disadvantage right there for building his car. But isn't the idea of racing to go faster? That's the way
That's why a lot of tracks are coming out with, like, if you don't run like in the Super Pro, I think it's anything fast. You can't run anything slower than a 690 where I live. I mean, like it's in Super Pro and like no
699, I think.
790 or something like that. And
No,
it's
699, which is equivalent to a 1099.
yeah, and I get that whole thing, but that I can't stand this. Like the only benefit of being a fast car is the other guy gets red light first. Other than that, I think everything else is a disadvantage being a faster car. I really do, because honestly,
I always cheer on the faster car unless it's mine.
because the slower car can always, like this guy, this father and son always win the championship at this track. They run. Like I watch this kid. We call him Mr. Perfect. He's had 3 perfect lights and passes at the same time. I mean, he's had a lot of perfect lights, but I'm talking about on the dial, everything. He's amazing. But they run slow cars. I mean, they do, and they're just hard to beat. They know how to cut a light. They know how to play the top end game. I started beating them just because I would always let them take the stripe, but they're always going to run me off the end of the track. Every time I race them, they just try to do that. But they built this dragster that was the shortest front end, rear end dragster with the shortest things. So they can see their tires. They can play the top end game. Just barely take the stripe they needed to. Bracket racing has too many dang games and things to get by. That's what I don't like about bracket racing. It's not just a race now. It's not just your reaction time and you're this. Like my opinion is there should be a rule if you're going to bracket race. You can't break out, but you can't run so many numbers slower. I mean, because there's too many people that hold too many numbers back, and they get their
Most of the time, anybody I race is going to be holding 2.
They are, and and honestly, I think there should be a more tight thing. I can't stand it. Like that's just my opinion. Like I bracket raced enough to know enough to get myself in trouble, and at local tracks like you go to, and this somewhat this person is going to do to you. You race them enough times, you kind of can tell. And see at Sportsman, they don't let anything faster than 11 seconds at our track. Sportsman's still a quarter mile, but it can't 11 seconds as fast as you can go.
Same with ours.
And so you run 11 seconds. So like these guys that have a 1090 car and this and that, all these other guys are doing, they know they're faster than 11 seconds. So what they're doing is they're just making they're going to break out on purpose, but that's going to make the other person take the stripe, break out a little worse than 11 seconds. And to me, there's too many games to it. That's why I'm starting like the heads up, but not the heads up. I'm starting like the index classes. Let's replace it.
Yeah.
They're pretty popular.
Cork, I don't remember, to be honest, if that's a shaded tree or not. But I know I don't think it is because I know I've left on the other people's lights before. I saw it at nighttime anyhow. I have no idea. I pulled stupid maneuvers, but no, I don't remember if it is or not.
Well, I just learned the other night when I was there, and this is all strategy for these Luke Bagakis and all these other guys that do this stuff for a living, on why the trees are lit up the way they are. What I mean by that is sometimes you'll see spotlights at the trees and things like that because you see the tree different at night.
Dude, Tulsa's the worst. It's going east and west, and so when the sun is setting, you cannot see the lights. You can't see them. I mean,
Gainesville's the same way.
Yeah, and I swear there are different trees that have different speeds and stuff. Okay, like Tulsa, I swear, like I do better at Tulsa. I'm slower at reaction, maybe I don't know, but I swear, like every time I go to Tulsa, I go really well. It's just too far of a drive, but I swear I cut the best lights at Tulsa. And it's just the tree, I swear, seems like it's going slower. But my old car, I had to mix it between people who find this funny. The second bulb going off and before the third bulb going on is when I had to leave in my car on foot brake. That's just, I had to do. My car is, I got to wait till it's bright green. And people don't understand that. Like you look at a tree long enough, the lights do seem like they're brighter and dimmer. And
yeah, you can actually break, the old amber bulbs especially, you can break it down into threes as it's coming on and as it's going off.
And that's what ours is still amber. And that's what I'm like. People don't understand that don't race, don't understand what I'm saying, but it is, and that's how technical it got for me with my cars. Like I got so like, okay, I had to leave, and I would know shit that's a bad light or not just by watching the tree. And that's the problem with me foot braking it, because I'm stalling it up, and my old brakes, my new brakes are great. I haven't got run, but the new brakes were at the best. And me sitting there for 3 seconds waiting for my light to go on, it would creep a little forward. And so you'd have to change when you let off, and it just that's why I stopped like bracket racing and stuff. I'm gonna start doing more of these instant green and 550 classes, and maybe someday get to the mean street classes that run like 520s and five. I have a buddy that's got a all naturally aspirated dart. He's around a 509. He runs, and it's small tire radial car, and it's a really nice car. Anyways, the mean street's a cool thing. They draw up a buck. You don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if you guys have that there. We don't have it where I live, but he's in Arkansas. And
Dave knows more about that than I do. I think they do have some of that around here.
They draw out a bag, and it's either going to be a 540, a 50, a 510, 520. It could be any of those, so you don't know. So basically, you got to be able to slow your car down or pick it up. You got to know, like, so these guys that run 470s, they got to slow way down to get to a 540 class. And you go to the race, you don't know what you're going to run. And they do it after you two time trials. They don't let you know until you make your test pass, and they draw the bag, and they say, okay, we're running 520s today. That's your.
We got a lot of open comp down here.
Is that what that is?
Open comp is you make your time runs, and then they're going to dial you a tenth quicker from the tower, 500ths to a tenth quicker. So everybody's scrambling to slow their car down 1/10, and it's on a pro tree. So
yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Like I said, that's what I got to get more into, the pro trees and instant green. I've always just done the full tree. That's all I've ever really done. So
I've never hit a pro tree.
I've never have either. I've watched guys do it, seen it.
Yeah, I never have either.
I mean,
We did a pro one night on a wobbly pop race after the race was over. That was the only time I didn't run.
I got a practice tree over there collecting dust.
This is my favorite thing in the world. This Jake, that thing is actually it actually helps. I mean, like so it's like full tree. You just hold the button. I don't know what my delay's at, so I'm just going to guess here. I mean, that's horrible, but I don't know what my delay's at. My son plays this all day long at the track. He doesn't want a race car. He doesn't want a junior dragster. He just wants to go racing, help dad, drive side by side. That's all he wants to do. But that guy, like these trees he cuts, I'm like, why don't you get one? I'll get you one if you will just race the damn thing. He can cut a light like none other.
Oh, the kids coming out of the junior dragsters nowadays are just vicious.
They're vicious, exactly. They are vicious. And see, where I'm at, the parents aren't assholes. I've seen some parents, like, I know there's some people like that, the kids, where I'm at, all the families, like, they park together, all the junior dragster guys, they all park together, the kids all hang out, they have a great time. And my friends are in there, so I'm parking my son. He doesn't want one, but he hangs out with all the kids. And it's like, to me, that's why I still think drag racing is the best motorsport out there. I believe it's more friendly than any other motorsport out there. I believe just the pits are, the atmosphere. I'm not saying it's the most fun thing to watch, but I really believe it is the funnest thing out there to watch.
That's like military. Hurry up and wait.
Patrick.
It is. It is. But those guys that run 3 classes are trying to run, and then they start getting down, like that family I'm talking about, they run all 3 classes.
I've double entered, and that's a lot of work.
Dude, they do triple entries, and I'm not joking. They do all 3 entries, and
with the same car.
Same car.
Yeah, that's too much cool down.
Dude, they run it. They literally have jugs. There's a water. They park closest to the bathroom where there's a hydrant, and they drain the radiator out and they pour new water in it. I swear, and they are just going left and right.
One of the things I miss about circle track is the thrash in between rounds to get yourself ready to go racing. And the drag racing doesn't have that. And I'm not sure I'm bummed about it, but you're right about the atmosphere. The drag race, everybody's friends. It's super cool. We're all at the end of the night watching the guys that beat us win and enjoying it. But I do miss the thrash. So when you're running several classes and you're draining the water out, and you got to get the car prepped for the next round. That sounds almost like a NASCAR thrash in a drag racing environment. That might be kind of fun.
Well,
Yeah, it
and
doesn't-
let me tell you something. You might think it's fun until you start doing it again. But don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying. The adrenaline, never stopping, go, and then you get your break finally when you're done. Like honestly, I'm not going to lie. I really do dirt track. I really do the trophy truck stuff really in my life. I can't afford that. But all I was saying is drag racing is just a more family oriented racing environment, I believe, than any of the other ones are and stuff. I truly believe that a dirt track, your bestest friend could hit you and then you're not friends no more.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you got to work on your stuff every night of the week.
I don't know how they do it.
Oh, yeah.
And the tires. I don't how you replace those tires and afford to do it. And that's where I get it. I always get pissed off. I can't find a sponsor to save my life. I'm looking for just a fuel sponsor. I have a nice car. I go to car shows. I go to this open trailer. People see your stick. That's why I see people that sponsor dirt truck. I was like, you can't see your sticker in that picture because after 2 laps it's covered in dirt or a tire rubbed your damn sticker off. But you'll sponsor them, but you won't sponsor a car that goes to car shows. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, tires ain't cheap. I run a 32 14W15, $900 over to my door.
Yep. See, I got a guy that I get for my big tires. He's down in Tulsa. He runs like a top sportsman dragster. He makes 4 or 5 passes and he junks them, and I get his old ones. But now I'm doing small tires. I run a 29 10.5 right now, but I've got to find a set of 28s. You know how hard it is to find a set of 28s right now?
I've been looking on Marketplace for a set of 275 60-15s, and they're out there. But
yeah, so are you gonna do the small tire race at all, or what's your plan?
No, I'm not bringing that car.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm gonna bring my Cornet, and if it runs a 790, I'll be tickled to death.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hate to leave this. I know Dr. R, I didn't realize. I forget people's dates. They have their own lives. I don't want to step on anyone. But I need to get off here, go to my board meeting. I'm already 30 minutes late.
Good talking to you and meeting everybody. Tall John, Daniel. But my phone's also dying. It's down to 10%.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping on here. Tall John, it's nice talking to you.
Cheers, bud.
Hey, guys, I appreciate you all jumping in here. I plan on doing more of these. Thank you for being patient with me. I hope that I get a little better as I go. Thank you, guys.
Good. Daniel did good, buddy. You did real good, Daniel.
I appreciate you, Tall John.
Have fun with your board meeting.